I know I don't look it, but I am old. At least old enough. I'm old enough to have seen enough, experienced enough, and to have made some predictions. You know, I was called crazy when I said Blockbuster was going to go away. There's no way. There's no way. Me and the family, we go down there every Friday. We pick our favorite snacks. We find out what movie we're going to watch. The kids grab a video game. There's no way. There's no way. When I told people cable was going to go away. It's kind of what cable did, right? And everybody complained, well, I got 8,000 channels and I only watch 5. Here you are again, folks. Subscriptions. They're going to be a thing. You're not going to own anything. You're just going to subscribe to stuff. And you're not going to pay for it. You're just going to give it your unquestioning submission for your subscription. Yeah, you won't pay for your entertainment anymore. You'll just subscribe. And it won't be just what's already available. No, you'll create your own. Let's say, for instance, in a couple years you wanted to watch a movie, but this wasn't a movie that already existed. What if I wanted to combine Jurassic Park with the Avengers, with Lord of the Rings? Well, it's easy. Netflix is already paying out the ass for the IP rights to have all of this stuff. That's why Disney Plus exists, because they're keeping a hold of that IP. This quantum computing and AI is going to make that not a thing. Nope. Because the amount of money that they're going to be able to make, the amount of money that Disney's going to be able to make off of Netflix, and Netflix is going to make off of you, for you to be able to tell them, hey, I want to make this, that, and all the other. Because that's what it'll be. It won't be a Netflix. It'll be something other than Netflix. It'll be called something different. It'll be a completely different paradigm. But it'll be the idea of where once there was a Blockbuster that had all of the videos, all the video games. Then there was Netflix that had all of the videos and all of the video games. And then, after doing away with cable, you were forced then to subscribe to a Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, HBO Max, whatever the heck it was. The next Netflix will have access to the IP of all of the pluses that you subscribe to. They'll pay for it. Happily. And so you'll Steam right now, where you buy your video games, you know? Well, 2 years from now, Steam won't exist. And it will be, maybe it exists. Maybe. Or maybe something new comes along. And just like the new movie generator or show generator will have access to all of that intellectual property, so will this new video game generator. It's the same way that you could make a movie about Jurassic Park, Lord of the Rings, and what else did I say? I don't know. It doesn't matter. The Avengers. There you go. You can do the same thing with a video game. In a matter of hours, you could have your own artificially intelligent generated video game. I said Blockbuster would go away. People called me crazy. I said artificial intelligence would revolutionize the way people see and interact in the world. They've called me crazy. I'm now seeing every corporation incorporating artificial intelligence into every facet of the corporation. And that's where it starts, folks. It doesn't ever start with the people. It starts with the infrastructure. And the infrastructure is being generated every second of every day, and getting faster and more powerful every second of every day. 2 years ago, here it is. It's June 23rd, 2025. 2 years ago, ChatGPT was barely a thing. Now not only is there ChatGPT 4, but there's just like every other time, competition. Now there's like 10 different platforms that are creating their own ChatGPT or form of ChatGPT. ChatGPT is a large language model focusing mostly on language, and now we've got image generators, Midjourney. Now we've got video generators with Vimeo and others. And the thing that even most who are aware of this, what they don't mention is how we're also like on the precipice of being able to incorporate quantum computing with artificial intelligence. What's quantum computing? If you have to ask me that, quantum computing, basic computing, and I'm not even a layman on this stuff. I just believe the Bible to be true. That's how I got to here. I believe the Bible is true. Anyway, basic computing, zeros and ones. A 0 is a 0, a 1 is a 1, and they intertwine and make code to do certain tasks, I guess. I don't know. Do calculations. Whatever. Again, don't understand it. Don't want to understand it. But a quantum computer, a 0, I guess, can also be a 1, or a 1 can also be a 0, or they can be both, or here's what I've heard. Here's what I've heard over the last decade when it comes to quantum computing. Since I first heard the term quantum computing, I was like, what the is that? It's going to be bad if it was ever. Oh, what? Oh, they're doing that? Here we are 10 years later, and I'm dealing with this. you incorporate quantum computing with artificial intelligence, and yeah, there will be no more Netflix. There will be no more Steams. I don't think it'll be long after they incorporate quantum computing with artificial intelligence that even money will be a thing. It won't be money. Because why do you want money? So you can buy stuff, so you can own stuff. Because without money, you feel like you might not have stuff. Well, I don't know that after quantum computing is introduced to artificial intelligence, you're going to have to worry about not having anything. I think the vast majority of what humans, especially at this point, desire will be at their fingertips. Not many desire the analog world at this point anyway. Even the ones who do say that they like the analog world spend a lot of their time in the digital dimension. And just imagine if you could just pretend that you're in the analog world, minus all of the suffering that potentially could happen in the analog world. Maybe you don't catch that fish. Whereas in this digital dimension, you can guarantee that you're going to catch the biggest catfish that's ever been caught. Blockbuster's going to go away. You're nuts. Artificial intelligence going to revolutionize the human being. You're crazy. A Supreme Court Justice of the United States won't be able to define what a human is. There's another one. Yep. Is that a human? I don't know. I mean, he was born a human, but, you know. Well, what about this one? This one wasn't born a human. But is it not worth being defended? Is it not worth having the same rights as a human being? Just because it was artificially created? Does it not have a mind of its own? Does it not think that it's alive? Yeah, these are questions that they're going to be asked. And they're not going to have real good answers for them. You lose sight of God is God, man is man, man needs God. God gave man Christ. And all you got to do is believe with a genuine heart. Like, that's it, folks. After that, make disciples of men. Stay tethered to the analog world, please. I love y'all. Take care and be blessed.